Today's video is going to be a much more casual video than usual. I posted a question and answer box on my Instagram story. I got about 20 questions. So I'm gonna go through all these questions, and then my friend Heidi, her YouTube channel is Restyle Secrets. She's also doing a collab and she asked if I want to be part of it. And for the collab, also this is real life. My toddler, husband, and dogs might be in the background, but I mean, this is how I can make YouTube videos, is just making them when I have time. So if you hear background noise, I mean, just real life. What was I saying? Yeah, so this is a collab with Heidi and a bunch of other resellers, and I will link their videos in the description below. And everyone else is going to be answering a specific set of questions that are all reselling related, which I will also answer in this video. First question is, how excited are you for yard sale season? I am very excited. Yard sales, or garage sales as I call them, and the Goodwill outlet are my favorite places to find inventory. I would choose garage sales or the Goodwill outlet above Goodwill or Salvation Army any day. And I've already seen 2 so far this year, so it's the end of March, and I've seen 2 in the last couple of weeks. I haven't stopped at either one though, because I'm really wanting to get all of my unlisted inventory listed before I go to any garage sales. Next question, which is related, do you haggle on prices? I usually don't. I only haggle on prices if I'm really considering not buying something because of the price. So if I'm at a garage sale, there's a bunch of stuff I want to buy, but it's all priced a little more than I would want to buy it at, then I will offer them what I would actually spend. And if they accept it, then I buy the items, and if they don't, then I don't buy them. So generally, if it's already a good price, I don't haggle. Could I save money by haggling? Probably. But I guess in my mind, I'm like, if I'm willing to pay it, I just pay it and then go on to the next garage sale. So I do haggle, but only if I'm truly not willing to pay what they're asking, or if I'm buying, that's the other exception I suppose, if I'm buying a lot of stuff, then I will ask for something less because they're more likely, I think, to take something less. Next question is, which apps do you sell on? I currently sell on eBay and Poshmark. I used to sell on Facebook Marketplace as well, but I was just not getting sales there, so I stopped putting in the work to list there sometime in 2023. Next question is, do you wash clothes before you sell them? So I wash everything that I buy at the Goodwill outlet immediately when I get home. It goes straight into the washing machine. Garage sales and regular thrift stores, it just depends. Garage sales, generally I feel like people aren't selling dirty clothes, like they're selling clothes that they've washed and that are clean. But if, I don't know, if something looks dirty, then I'll throw it in the wash. Like jeans, I feel like have dust and dirt on them sometimes, so I'll throw them in the washing machine. So I guess the most straightforward answer question is Goodwill outlet, yes, always. Everywhere else, just depends. Not necessarily always do I wash them. Have you ever received a 2-star review for something that was completely unfair? I was trying to think about this one, and I'm sure I have, but I don't, well, thankfully I don't get a lot of low-star reviews, and nobody can see them. Like, only people can see 5-star reviews on Poshmark. So if you get a low-star review, it really does not matter. Like, you should take it to heart if they're giving you good criticism that you need to, you know, make adjustments for. But if it's just an unfair review, then it really doesn't matter. Just, like, it's not gonna, no one's gonna see it. And that's probably why I don't remember them, because they're not impactful. I've never gotten a negative feedback, knock on wood, on eBay. So I would probably remember that more, since everyone can see the negative feedbacks. I got a question asking, what do you enjoy most about reselling? And like I said, my favorite part is going and buying stuff. My mom has recently got into reselling, and she has been sourcing with me for years now. We flew out to Denver, went to the Goodwill outlets there together. We flew to Houston, went to the Goodwill outlets there together. And that's probably my favorite part now, is every time that I'm going to go to the Goodwill outlet or going to go to garage sales, my mom will drive down to where I live and go with me. And so it's just like bonding with my mom, doing something we both love, and that is definitely my favorite part of reselling. I suppose YouTube too. I really like making YouTube videos and connecting with you guys and making things that you all find valuable. Are you addicted to reselling? Again, related note to the last one. I probably am addicted to the rush, the adrenaline rush when you find something really good for a great price. Just like a month ago, I found a pair of Fry campus boots at the Goodwill outlet. As soon as the bin rolled out, I could see the boots in the bin, and I was lined up waiting for the new bins to come out. If you haven't been to the Goodwill outlet, there's these big bins of stuff and they roll out new bins every couple hours, and you like line up waiting for the new bins to come out. So I was lined up waiting, and the new bin with the fry boots rolled out right in front of me. I love that feeling. I had such an adrenaline rush. I was so excited because I saw the boots. I knew they were worth a lot of money, and all I could see was the inside of one boot, and I knew what it was. Grabbed the boots. They were even better than I expected. The best, most profitable sale, I think the most profitable sale I've ever had. I listed these boots. I paid like $7 for them. I listed them for $250, and they sold within 4 hours for full asking price. So I made a $188 profit. Next question from Instagram is, which products would you not want to sell? I don't like selling things that take a lot of testing. If you guys saw the video where I went through the items that have been in my death pile the longest and listed them all, those are the type of items that I just need to avoid picking up. In that video, there was a printer, there was a fryer. That stuff just took so much effort to test, and in the end, the printer was, I concluded it wasn't even worth listing because of how much effort and cost I was gonna have to put into it. And then the fryer just took so much work that it, like the amount I was making per hour was not worth it because of how much effort I had to put into listing it. My dogs are both next to me. Monty, you wanna get up here? I'm sure you'll get up. Come here. Come on, get up here. Come on, get up here so you can give me the video. Yeah, come on. Good job, this is Monty. Okay, now get back down. Sorry, I know I got you encouraged to get up here. Next, I'm gonna go to the collab questions that Heidi sent out. I haven't read through these, so this will be just off the top of my head. And then I'll end with the personal life questions. First question from Heidi. Consider brand, condition, style, cost, and comps. Which do you care most about? So again, brand, condition, style, cost, and comps. For sure, comps. I mean, I think comps take into consideration a lot of the other items. So in case you don't know the word comps, it means comparable sold listings for the item that you're looking at. And I think that comps take into account all those other things. Well, they take into account the brand and the style for sure. And then based on the comps, you can decide if it's worth paying the cost for whatever the item, whatever they're asking for the item. Next, consider brand, condition, style, cost, and comps. Which do you care least about? I would say style. I generally do not pay attention that much to style because if you look up the comps and you type in the style in the comp description, then you can find out if it's worth it. But let's say for shirts or dresses, I really don't know what's in style. And so when I pick up an item, I just try to look up comps that are the same as the item picking up or as close as possible. And then that way I'm taking into account style just by looking for it on every item that I look up. Where do you go first when you enter the thrift store? I always go to the shoe section. Like I said though, I prefer going to the Goodwill outlet or garage sales. And garage sales, I always go straight for the shoes first. Then I'll go to the clothes because I know those two categories the best. And then I'll look around at whatever else they have. At the Goodwill outlet, ours is just separated by clothes and hard goods. And I always go straight to the hard good bins because the shoes are always mixed in. And I just look for shoes for a little while. And then I don't know, sometimes go to look at hard goods more, and sometimes I go look at clothing. What's the department of the store you never go to? Skirts. I just had too many years of terrible luck selling skirts. And well, there's a category. We're gonna call that good. When do you inspect? As you go or all at once? Do you think you are good at it? I take a look at the item as I go, but then I always do a final inspection at the end. And I've reflected on this in terms of when I buy items at garage sales, I don't look things over as much. I think I feel more pressure when people are watching me to go faster, not take as long. And I would say at the Goodwill outlet, I look things over even more because I'm there for hours. So I look it over when I get it. Then I might do one pass like a couple hours in, and then I might do another pass a couple hours after that. So I feel like I get the best items from the Goodwill outlet in terms of not picking up stuff that I shouldn't have because the comps aren't high enough. And what was the other question? When do you inspect? Yeah, so I do it as I go, but then I also do a final inspection before I leave. Next question is, when do you check comps? As you go or all at once? Are comps better or worse when you get home? Again, I check them as I go to decide if I should put them in my cart, and then I do one last look through everything, and then I might check comps again. If it's like a clear yes, then I don't check them again, but if I was on the fence, I'll check them again. Are comps better or worse when you get home? I don't know, I feel like they're pretty in line. I don't think I overestimate or underestimate in the store compared to at home. In 3 months, how many different thrift stores do you visit? I'm part-time, very part-time. I have a full-time job, a toddler, I don't know what else, but those are the main things that take up my time. Husband. And how many different thrift stores? Pretty much the Goodwill outlet, and then there's one other thrift store I like to go to, and that's about it. Like, if I have time to go thrifting, I'm gonna go to the Goodwill outlet, or I'm gonna find some garage sales or even estate sales I've liked going to in the last couple of years. So just a couple, really. Look at a listing more than 6 months old. Would you buy it today? All right, let's go look at a listing more than 6 months old. I'm gonna sort my closet by just in, then scroll to the bottom. Okay, my oldest item is a Lucky Brand size small denim jacket. Lucky Brand is one of those brands that I personally just really like, but I have so many items that just don't sell quickly. I probably wouldn't pick it up unless I was doing another 20 items at $20 video. Then I might pick it up just to put it in that video. Which bothers you more? Getting a return or not being able to find an item you just sold? Thankfully, I rarely can't find an item I just sold. I don't know if I've ever, maybe once, I think once, have I not been able to find an item I sold, and that was because I had already sold it on another platform. So definitely getting a return. I hate getting returns. It's just not fun. It's like, all right, I got to start this process over again, and I've got to, get the item back, put it back in inventory. I need to relist all the items. I need to update my cost spreadsheet to reflect what happened. Number 10, when was the last time you went to the mall? I laugh at this question because the last 2 days, I've been thinking how I really need to go to the mall. I need new work clothes. I don't want to order online because I'm not sure what size I am. I'm a little heavier than I was pre-pregnancy. It's been 1.5 years now. Like, I just need to go. I need to go to the store, try on clothes, find stuff that I think is flattering, and just buy some new clothes. And it's just coincidental that she asked this question when the last 48 hours I've been thinking about this. Last time I went to the mall, no. What's the answer to this question? I live like 10 minutes from like the biggest mall in Iowa. So when people come to town, we'll meet up there. Oh, that was last time. My niece's birthday party. She wanted to go to the mall for her birthday. That was the end of December. So 3 months ago. What's your source for what's trending in fashion? I don't pay. I think I already said I don't really know that much about what's trending. I just watch YouTube videos of other resellers, and I guess I get little anecdotes in those videos. The jean video I did a year ago, obviously that was really helpful for what's trending in jean styles. And then, yeah, just YouTube videos. I'll randomly pick up on it. Which category would you never give up? Shoes. I really like selling shoes. You can get some really fast sales and a lot of high profit sales. Definitely shoes. And what do you consider a fast sale? I would say under a month for me is a fast sale. What is a slow sale? Under 3 months? I mean, over 3 months. I would probably say is a slow sale. 6 months for sure. If it's over 6 months, to me, that's a slow sale. I'm interested now to know what the other people in the collab answer for that one, because that's a very specific answer that you can see how different our responses will be. If you had to give up selling clothing, what hard goods category do you know the most about to start reselling? Or if none, what category do you want to learn about? What hard goods category do I know? I do sell a decent amount of hard goods. I've gotten into hard goods a lot over the last couple of years, and I really like, learning new categories. I've sold a decent amount of dishes, decent amount of books. I've stopped picking up dishes in the last year or so because there's just a lot of work to ship. And books just don't have as much ROI, but I have had a few good book sales. What is the question? If you had to go selling clothing, what category do you know the most about? Off the top of my head, I'm just gonna say books. Just specifically, I look for series now. Like if there are a bunch of books by the same author or a bunch of books in a series, then that might mean that they are worth some good money. I sold, again, one of my best sales was in end of last year. I sold a lot of books from an author called Joe Pickett. I don't remember how much profit I made, but I'll put it on the screen. It was definitely over $100 profit on a lot of books. Okay, last for the questions from Heidi is lightning round. Would you rather fast nickel or slow dime? Definitely fast nickel. I like selling things quickly more than just holding on to them and waiting for the right buyer. 2, bargain hunt or pay up? Bargain hunt for sure. Like I said, I love going to Goodwill Outlet. I don't like paying up. Much prefer to find things super cheap so that I know whatever I sell them for, I'm gonna make a profit. Would you rather never sell shoes or never sell purses? Never sell purses, although recently my mom started listing her own items and she's had some really good purse sales, and it's reminding me that I should probably look more at purses and just like try to sell purses more. Would you rather take photos or write listings? Write listings. Would you rather clean shoes or sew on a button? Clean shoes, I don't even know how to sew on a button. I can imagine how you do it. Like I know what a button looks like in the thread, but I've actually never, I shouldn't say never, I've probably in my lifetime done it, but not for reselling. Would you rather sell only men's or sell only hard goods? That one's hard. I think hard goods, maybe. Like I said, I've been exploring hard goods the last couple of years. I really like selling hard goods. And there's just so many categories versus men's really narrows you down. That one's hard. I don't feel as strongly about that one. Would you rather only thrift stores or only bins? Only bins. Would you rather only eBay or only Poshmark? Only eBay. I actually sell quite a bit on both and I start on Poshmark, but eBay works for more categories and I have a good amount of sales on both platforms. Oh, would you rather give up reselling or give up YouTube? That's a spicy one to end on. I would rather give up reselling. I love reselling, but my husband does not. It just takes up a lot of space in the house. You know, all the inventory. Actually, I have all my inventory in an outdoor shed. But even in this room, you know, I have like 100 unlisted items in here. I've got lights. I've got, you know, listing bags and cleaning supplies. And then I've got a shipping space. So it just takes up a lot of household space, and it's not like the most tidy hobby in terms of you've got, you know, unlisted items over here and cleaning stuff over here. So I think that my husband would love it if I quit reselling. So yeah, that's probably what I would choose. I like YouTube a lot, and even if I stopped reselling, I'd probably try to find another niche to make a YouTube channel in. So yeah, but like I said, I love the hunt of reselling. I love spending time with my mom, and that we have a similar passion. Interesting. I just hit maximum recording time on my camera. So what, I don't know how long that was. I knew this was gonna be a long video, but apparently I just hit whatever the maximum time on my camera is, how to start a new video. Well, it's kind of perfect timing because I finished the first 2 sections of questions, and the third section is the personal life questions. Before I get to the personal life questions, there was one reselling question that I forgot. How is your reselling business now compared to before Renna? Renna is our daughter's name. And how do you balance full-time job, YouTube, reselling, and family? It's definitely a lot harder to balance now that I have a child. The main reason is because if I am spending time on reselling or YouTube, that's time that I'm not spending with her. And I want to spend time with her. Like, I want to be doing stuff with her, taking her outside or playing, or I don't know, even just cuddling on the couch. So that's been the hardest part when it comes to making time for my hobbies, is that I want to spend time with her, and I also feel guilt too about not if I'm doing something else. The way my husband and I do things is that On Saturdays, I'm the primary person responsible for taking care of her. So if he wants to spend time on his hobbies, Saturday's the day he can do that. And then the opposite on Sundays. So today's Sunday, and I'm spending a few hours this afternoon on my hobby, and he is hanging out with her. The other way I balance it is to spend time during her naps or after she goes to bed on my hobbies. But the main thing is I just have less time for hobbies, and that was expected when we decided to have children. All right, personal life questions. What do you do for a living? I am an actuary. If you don't know what an actuary is, if you look it up online, it'll say something like an actuary is a professional who quantifies risk, something along those lines. Most actuaries work for insurance companies doing one of three roles. One role is pricing insurance or annuities. Another role is doing risk management. So like the definition says, like identifying risk, quantifying them, recommending solutions to mitigate risk. And then the third are actuaries who work in valuation. So that's more like closer to an accountant, where they're helping prepare different items for income statements, balance sheets, and basically preparing the actuarial items that go into those. My background has been either on pricing or risk management. I've spent about the same amount of time in both type of roles. Next question is related, and it's how is the actuarial profession going? It's going really well. I worked at this one company from straight out of college until 8 years into my career. And last year, was it last year? Yeah, 2023. I decided to just look what else was out there. I hadn't ever even entertained the possibility of leaving until last year. And I interviewed with two companies, and when we got offers from both, and I took an offer. So I actually moved companies last year, and it's been just about 1 year at the new company, and things are going well. And then next on the list is, how is the Spanish speaking daycare going? We send our daughter to 100% Spanish speaking daycare. My husband and I don't speak Spanish. We both tried to, like we took classes in high school and college to try to learn it, but we do not speak it very well. It's going well. We love the daycare in terms of it feels like a family. It feels like very welcoming, like they feel like really good child care providers. The downside is that we don't speak Spanish fluently, and most of the employees there don't speak Spanish fluently. I'd say one speaks it fluently, and then a couple speak it a little better than we speak Spanish. So that's the hardest part, is that there's a barrier between us and them. But like I said, the positive side is that if a lot of the people are actually related to each other that work there, and it feels like we're just sending her to like an extended family's house where, you know, like there's the grandmas and the aunts and the cousins, they're all just taking care of the kids, and then they're learning Spanish too. What is something that doesn't come up much but you'd like people to know about you? For people who are new that have never watched my videos before, I think 2 interesting facts about me, fun facts, is that 1, I'm the oldest of 5 girls, and our names go in alphabetical order. So I'm Amber, and then I have 4 siblings, and it goes A, B, or 5 siblings. No, I have 4 siblings. Yeah. It goes A, B, C, D, E, and we're all girls. And the other fun fact is that I actually grew up on a farm with tons of animals. We had chickens and ducks and rabbits and horses and pigs and sheep. Like, we had everything. And my dad was, I was gonna say is, but I think he is officially retiring maybe. He was for 50 years a hog farmer. And I grew up with a hog confinement until I was 12, like right next to our house. So those are 2 interesting things that I don't think people would expect. Next question, related to horses and ducks. This question is from my friend Philly Flipper, and the last question was from Cha-Ching King. I'll link both their YouTube channels down below. Paul asked, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? I saw this question yesterday and I was considering it, and I decided I'd rather fight 1 horse-sized duck, because I don't think ducks can do that much damage. So versus a horse, like they can kick you and really hurt. Even if they're little, they could probably do quite a bit of damage. And ducks aren't that small, so like a duck-sized horse is still like somewhat big, and then they kick you, and yeah, one horse-sized duck is what I would take on. The last question is, when is baby number 2 coming? Renna, our daughter, she is 18 months old now, and we are definitely discussing intently what our plan is for the next baby. We do want to have 2 or 3 kids if we're able to. So yeah, we're trying to figure that out right now. And what is the best timeline? Obviously kids take a lot of work. So we're just trying to find like when's the best balance to have another kid come into our family. That is everything. If you made it this far, please let me know more about yourself in the comments down below. Like tell me maybe what you do for work and if reselling is for part-time or full-time. I'd love to get to know you all more, and if you made it this far in the video, then I really should know you more. So please comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned because hopefully there will be a new video out soon. Sounds like Ren is coming to visit.